This is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for the Girls State Hockey Tournament. The Girls State Hockey Tournament is brought to you by First National Bank, Envirotech, Taco John's, and Zander Auto Parts. And also by Fisher Rounds, Kubota, Dakota Land, the Clubhouse in Pierre, Weatherall, and Hermanson Endodontics. The Girls State Hockey Tournament is also brought to you by Oahe Federal Credit Union, Fastenal, Tickled Pink, Shields Iceplex, Midwest Hockey TV, and the Grey Goose Store and Social Club. And also by Leisure Palace Pools and Spa, Reliabank, Pelican Power Sports, Pizza Ranch, and Sunmasters. And now, with the call of the game, here's Jeff Anderson, Jim Lloyd, and John Winkler.
Back here at Watertown as we get set for the second half of day one as the 4-5 matchup here this afternoon, as we'll see Sioux Center Storm, the 4 seed, taking on the Mitchell Marlins, the 5 seed, as Jeff Anderson and Jim Lloyd joining myself, John Winkler, here in the Reliabank broadcast booth. And Jeff, we'll start with you here because this is a 4-5 matchup. Always means in day one should be the best matchup, and I think we're going to see the best matchup here today.
Well, I think we very well might. Sioux Center comes in, of course, 10-6. Mitchell 8-7-0-1, but I think that's a little bit deceiving because they picked up, of course, Brooks Jarman early, late in the year. I think she'll help them out with 20 goals. So I think it could be quite an interesting matchup between these two teams. You don't have on the Sioux Center team quite the goal scorers, if I can use that term, that you have on the Mitchell team. If you look at that, because Jarman has 20 goals, Kelsey Amick has 28 goals. As far as that's concerned, the top goal scorer as far as the Sioux Center Storm is Tinklenberg with 8. Well, I guess I should not forget about Jenna King, who has, of course, not only wears 19, but she has scored some 19 goals on the year. She is really their playmaker, the gal that they like to get the puck to as far as Sioux Center is concerned. So it should be an interesting matchup between the Marlins and also, of course, the Sioux Center Storm. We look forward to it. And, of course, our pregame show, as you know, today being brought to you by the good people at Fastenal. We'll get to the starting lineups, and, of course, we'll have more coming up in just a few moments.
Before we take that first break, I want to throw in here to Jim, too, because Jeff made the point of not the many goal scorers as you see from Mitchell, but I think the well spread a little bit more, Sioux Center, where Mitchell, you're looking at Jarman, you're looking at Kelsey Amick, and you're looking at Reese Amick to score those goals.
Yeah, it's the Amick girls are the ones that make this thing go, and then you throw Brooke Jarman in there, who came to that team late. And I look for Mitchell to be kind of a bit of a sleeper in this entire tournament. You know, they're going to surprise some people somewhere along the line. They are a good quality team, play full 3 lines, so they're going to put it on you. They really will.
We are getting ready for the third game of the day, and of course the first two is Brookings winning 4-0 over Watertown, and Sioux Falls over Huron. That was 12-2. Those two, Sioux Falls and Brookings, will meet tomorrow afternoon at 4:30, which is just right around this time. We'll be already in the state semifinal 24 hours from now. But Huron and Watertown will meet at 11:30 tomorrow morning in the state consolation semifinal, as we have just one game after this one is over. That's going to be Aberdeen and Oahe. The two winners will meet in the state semifinal at 7 o'clock. The two losers will meet at 2 o'clock in the state's consolation semifinals tomorrow afternoon. We are getting set for the Mitchell Marlins and the Sioux Center Storm. We'll come back and we'll lead you all the way up to puck drop after this on a Capital City Rock, 1480 KSTR, and on a YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent in your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Hey, hockey fans, before or after the game, come on out to Grey Goose Store and Social Club. Dine in, carry out, stop by for refreshments. Fill up your tank with quality fuel. We've got it all at Grey Goose Store and Social Club, just off of Grey Goose Road, behind the red line of the capital city. Go Capitals! When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories. When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at EnvirotechWaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
As we are back here at Watertown, as we are getting sets for the matchup of the number 4 and number 5 team in Sioux Center and taking on the Mitchell Marlins. John Winkler alongside Jeff Anderson and Jim Lloyd. This is going to be a great one because, again, it's 4-5 matchup, and we mentioned before we took that pregame break that this Mitchell Marlin team, I think, is a sleeper pick for a lot of people of going into this state tournament because of the depth that Mitchell has and the goal scorers that Mitchell has.
I would concur. I think it's going to be an interesting game, without a doubt. Yeah. And, of course, you have a couple of teams that have pretty decent goalies as well. Sadie Clute will be in the net for the Mitchell Marlins. She's won 3, 589 goals against average, 862 save percentage. And, of course, as far as the Sioux Center Storm is concerned, they'll have in the net, of course, Allison Moore. 6 wins on the year, 3.80 goals against average, 870 as far as the save percentage is concerned for the Sioux Center Storm. So we look forward to it. Should be a lot of fun. And in case you're just joining us again, earlier today, it was Brookings over Watertown 4-0. Game got done just a little bit ago. Sioux Falls over Huron by a score of 12-2 in this opening round. Coming up after this, of course, it'll be number 1 seeded Aberdeen taking on number 8 Oahe. And, of course, Mr. John Winkler will have that game for us coming up right after this one.
It's been a lot of fun here the first 2 games, and, of course, we got 2 more days after we're done here, but been a lot of fun hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, and then, of course, we have next weekend.
Yeah, next weekend.
So we should ask him probably Monday, a week from Monday, if he still feels the same way.
I was going to say, that's why I'm saying it now, just in case it changes. That way I don't say it over the air.
Just say it now. Yeah, good timing.
Yeah, that's a very good idea.
But you're right, though. We're obviously doing this all weekend for the girls, and then next week we're going down to Sioux Falls, and we're going to do all 11 games down in Sioux Falls for the boys.
First 2 days at the Iceplex, Shields Iceplex, and of course the final day will be at the Denny Sanford.
We're going to feel like royalty when we walk in the Denny Sanford.
That'll be neat, won't it?
Yeah.
Huh?
Looking forward to that.
We need to get good at this stuff by the time we get to that venue.
We got a long ways to go for that one.
Well, we might need a whole season to get me ready for that.
But this Mitchell Marlins team and Sioux Center Storm, 10-6 for Sioux Center and 8-7-0-1. And you mentioned, I think Jim or Jeff maybe mentioned in the first break that Brooke Jarman is back with the Mitchell Marlins, and that is a huge lift for the Mitchell Marlins.
Well,
I'm sure they welcomed her back.
20 goals on the year, 9 assists. She teams up with Kelsey Amick on this first line, who has 28 goals, 13 assists. And then, of course, you've got Brindley Sabres, 4 goals and 4 assists. So that's pretty cool. You have Reese Amick, of course, plays defense. She's very offensive-minded. She has 11 goals on the year for the Mitchell Marlins. Mitchell, of course, back on the ice. They wore the navy blue, white on the shoulders, and white down the sleeves as far as that's concerned.
You know, when we talk about players moving around a little around the state, the two Amick girls grew up in Watertown.
I know.
Yeah. And we let them go. We just let them go.
I don't know how you could do that.
I don't know. We should have kept them.
I think
kept them both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's plenty of people in Pierre that say the same thing about a lot of athletes that leave and go towards the Sioux Falls area or go somewhere else. Yeah, that's the unfortunate part. It's always great for the other teams that will take advantage of that, but we don't like it when some of those really good athletes go somewhere else.
No, that's exactly right.
We want to stay in the hometown.
Sioux Center will have the white sweaters, if you will. They have some navy blue pants, or are they black? It looks like more like navy blue tops on the shoulders, and they have the navy blue numbers. So this will be interesting. It's a little better than the boys, Jim Lloyd.
Oh, yes.
Because we always talk about the boys. They have the navy blue numbers on navy blue sweaters, and then they trim it in black. You go, oh, sure, who's that?
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
Those are tough ones.
Those are tough.
We'll get the starting lineups for you from downstairs.
Now for your starting lineups. First three Marlins. Starting at defense, number 45, Kate Nash. At the other defense, number 2, Tristan Zimmer. At 1 forward, number 7, Kelsey Ahmed. At the other forward, number 12, Rinley Saber. And at the other forward, number 11, Brooke Jarman. And then goal for your Marlins, number 52, Sadie Cook. And the rest of your Marlins. And now your starting lineup for your Sioux Center Storm. Starting out wing, number 9, Jaden Candidator. At the other wing, number 19, Jenna King. And center, number 26, Micaiah Kingler. At defense, number 28, Katrina Wall. At the other defense, number 14, Mackenzie Van Root. And then goal for the star, number 30, Allison Moore. National anthem has been played. Let's play hockey.
All right, glad to have you with us as we've had the introduction of the players of both teams, the starters anyway. Pretty good crowd for this girls' first game coming up for this afternoon late on 1480 KSDR Watertown. Also, of course, CapitalOneRock.com, and that, of course, KCCR in Pierre. So glad to have you with us, and we get set to go, Jeff and Jim, and also, of course, John.
You're natural at it. You should do play-by-play this game. Actually, you know what? That's the plan. Let's let
him do play-by-play. How's that sound?
Yeah. Let's see how you do. No, just kidding.
We'll see how the old man does today.
That's right. We're going to learn from the best here. Jeff Anderson's got the call for you here this afternoon.
That depends on the situation. 3 hours of sleep never helps. All right, Mitchell, of course, defending the goal to our left, and, of course, Sioux Center the goal to our right. And the Marlins win the opening draw, and they knock it into the neutral zone off the far boards over there. A couple of players go after that. Picked up here, of course, by Mitchell, back in their neutral zone, and going over here is Jarman. Jarman loses the puck along the near boards, picked up here by Sioux Center back in their own zone. That's Van Voorst who goes after that loose puck along the far boards over there. If they get it out, then they knock it into the neutral zone. Picking that up, of course, will be Mitchell. We saw Mitchell early in the year. That was way back in December. In fact, it was actually November. Knocked down, of course, by the Sioux Center team. That was Cannigator. They play it back into the Mitchell zone there, but then that rolls all the way down the ice. We'll have icing called, maybe not. It'll be right on goal. So, of course, save made that time by Allison Moore. Just rattled off a minute of this hockey game. So far, neither team has had any advantages as he boards up a player along the far boards over there. Picked up here by the Sioux Center Storm. We have a whistle.
Checking's going to be called. That was a pretty big hit there to open up the game. We get our first penalty for checking.
Yeah. So the assistant captain will go off here. And that, of course, will be for the Sioux Center Storm. That's at number 19.
Jenna King.
Oh, yeah. Jenna King goes off. So a power play opportunity coming up here with a face-off to the right of course, Allison Moore in the Sioux Center zone. Loose puck picked up, though, by Sioux Center. They'll zip it all the way down the ice to the right, kicked into the right corner that time as far as Sadie Clute is concerned. Picked up here by Sioux Center. And Sioux Center, actually Mitchell goes left side here, long pass, going after that loose puck back in the Sioux Center zone. And then they get it back out here, still having a little bit of difficulty there, getting up into the neutral zone as Sioux Center and Mitchell battle for that loose puck. Looks like far side over there, picked up here, of course, by Sioux Center, and then Mitchell plays it back into the Sioux Center zone. Going after it, of course, will be Cannigator and Amick. Amick is out there, picked up here by Mitchell. This is Brooks Jarman putting a shot on, and a save made by Sadie Clute. Jarman fed, of course, Amick coming in from the left side, and it was the save made by Allison Moore. 1:11 to go in the, of course, the power play goal here as far as Mitchell is concerned. Off the face-off. Loose puck there, picked up by Sioux Center. They play it high off the glass, comes out here in the neutral zone, and is picked up, of course, by the Marlins, and that is, of course, Nash. Nash plays far side, gets off her stick, goes back into the Mitchell zone, and Nash will have to go after that loose puck. She overskates it back behind her own net. Gets it over to a teammate, that's Zimmer. Zimmer will skate up ice with a puck. Long pass that time, too far for Amick. Goes back into the Sioux Center zone, and of course icing will be called against the Mitchell Marlins. 14:02 to go in this opening period of play. No score right now, 43 seconds to go, and the power play as far as Mitchell is concerned. Face off to the left this time of Clute in the Mitchell zone. Onto the stick there, trying to get a shot on goal and making the save, then steering it wide that time. That was off the stick, of course, of McCord. They play three lines. McCord, of course, Camel, McCord, or Camille, and it's picked up here, of course, by by Mitchell skating there, putting the shot on goal. Save made that time by Moore. Kicks it out, goes to the far side, picked up by the Marlins on the power play for another 16 seconds. Back behind the net, trying to get a handle on that. Deep in the slot, cleared away that time by Sioux Center. Comes out in the neutral zone, kept back in though that time by the Mitchell Marlins. That was Sabres who knocks it back in. Loose puck out front, who's got it? And both teams are back at full strength. Shot on, broken up in traffic. That's not going to count. They did put a shot on goal and get it in the net. That time was Nash, but it will not count. It was just inside the blue line with 13:55 to go. Period number one. We may have another penalty coming up here.
That's going to be on the Marlins for a hold. Brooke Jarman was trying to get free from a stick, but I think grabbed on the stick and never let go of the Sioux Center player's stick. So she's in the box for 2 minutes.
At 13:55 of this first period off the face-off, Mitchell plays it back into the zone. Going to get it, of course, defensively will be Woloff. As far as Sioux Center is concerned, clear back out. Mitchell comes up with it, plays it off the far rail, and they play it back into the Sioux Center zone. Getting it down there, of course, is Woloff again. Along the far rail, they freeze it up. Mitchell digs it out, looking for a centering pass. Had a gal right there, and the save made by Clute. Nice play that time by Mitchell. Right out front was kind of a left-handed shot that time. That was by, of course, their captain. And they're getting off. Coming out here, Sioux Center, and Sioux Center will handle the puck nicely off the face-off. They'll take it out over the blue line, whistles a shot that goes wide of the mark. And, of course, holding the zone will be Sioux Center. They take it along left side there for Sioux Center. I never have the right sheet here. That's my problem. 13:05 to go, Cannigator. Going with it right now, Sioux Center. King. Looking over there. And, of course, with girls, they always have the long locks in the back, and they cover up the number.
It is hard to see those numbers
it really
with
is
the
sometimes,
ponytails.
yeah, with those ponytails. Woloff clears it with a backhander, shot right on that time on the Mitchell goalie. That, of course, was Clute. So you have a face-off coming to the right of the Mitchell netminder. 8-7-0-1 coming in, of course, at 10-6 for Sioux Center. Nice to have you with us. Game, of course, off the face-off, shot on, that goes wide. Bullock comes back out here. Kept in that time by Woloff. Woloff plays it back behind the net. And getting on it now, of course, is Nash. As far as this Mitchell is concerned, they feed it out here, picked up by Woloff. Woloff in the neutral zone, feeds the right side. Nash gets on that puck near side. Flips it out here, long pass, goes off the stick that time of Amick. Kelsey goes after that loose puck, almost gets it, she goes down. Picked up here by Mitchell, that's Sabres. Sabres with the puck back behind the Sioux Center net. Woloff takes the puck away, Sabres gets it back. Sabres with the puck, looking right side here. Shot on, that goes high off the glass that time. That was, I think, off hat one. Goes far side over there, picked up here. Loose puck trickles to the near boards. Picked up here by Sioux Center, backhander in the neutral zone. Almost both teams are back at full strength. Picked up here, of course, by Sioux Center down the right side. Trying to get a shot on. It's kicked out that time by, of course, Clute. A loose puck picked up here, up and down the ice they go. 11, this is Jarman. Skating in, gets ridden off the puck. Backhander is broken up in traffic. And the puck comes out here in the nearest corner. Broken up that time by Sioux Center. They'll play it back, and it's broken up again. Picked up here by the Sioux Center team. And back, of course, at center ice for the Mitchell Marlins is Tupper. Haven't said Tupper's name so far. Tupper plays it back into the Sioux Center zone. Comes out here, and it's kept in by Loftman. Loftman knocks it, plays it back behind the net. Wallen goes after that, of course. That's Wall off, Walhoff. Walhoff coming back the other way. Shot goes on, broken up in traffic that time. Sioux Center still with the puck. And they'll clear it ahead. 10:59 to go in this period. Scoreless first period. Both teams have 4 shots on goal. And, of course, the game itself being brought to you by the good folks at Pizza Ranch and Clubhouse here. Also Midwest Hockey, Kubota as well. And, of course, also that face-off brought to you by, of course, Tinkled Pink. 10:51 to go. Shot out front, broken up in traffic. Going after that loose puck, of course, is Canigator for Sioux Center. Gets it back out here. They will hold the point. That's Van Voorst, who plays it back behind the net. Beg your pardon. Picked up here by Sioux Center, putting some pressure on. A centering pass, broken up that time by Mitchell, but Sioux Center gets on it again. That was Canigator. It's knocked down here along the near boards. Canigator tries to hold the zone, can't do so, as Mitchell gets into the middle of it. Comes out here, picked up, of course, by Woloff. Picked up by Mitchell, near side, and they'll play it back into the Sioux Center zone. That was it, Kelsey Amick. Picked up here by Sioux Center, they'll play it off the far boards. Sabres gets to that, and a shot on that goes wide off the mark. And it's picked up here by Sioux Center. Hounding her, of course, is Mitchell. That was Amick. Amick's all over the ice. And plays it back into the zone for Mitchell. Mitchell comes up with the puck now, plays it off the far rail. Picked up here by Sabres. Sabres had it knocked off her stick, and Sioux Center goes after that loose puck over here. Then it's picked up by Mitchell. Skates in over the blue line, looking for a centering pass. Gets ridden off her stick. Nicely taken away. Nice back check. Mitchell gets to it far side. The rail over there. Picked up here, of course, by Nash. That was Shelby. Plays it back behind the net. Loose puck lofted in the air, and going after it, of course, is Mitchell. And getting on it that time was Zimmer. Zimmer plays it out here. Loose puck deep in the slot. Mitchell gets to it. Nash, backhander that time, goes back behind the net for Sioux Center. 8:58 to go. Scoreless first period so far as they break it out to center ice. This is Sioux Center on the attack. Gets ridden off the puck, picked up by Nash. Gets it off to a teammate. Teammate skates out, stick handles the puck in over the blue line. Skates it down here, looking left and looking right. Sabres has it knocked off her stick, and going back to get it defensively will be Van Voorst. Gets it out here for a teammate off the right boards. Now she'll take it back behind her own net. They never can understand why they do that. Coming out here along the near boards. And of course it comes out to the center ice area. knock it off the stick, and they play it back into the Mitchell zone. Mitchell goes back to get it defensively, and of course that'll be a Loftman with the puck. Stick handles it out to center. Nice job on her part. Skates in over the blue line, puts a shot on, a bullet that goes wide off the glass. Trailing on the play was Jarman looking for a rebound. Sioux Center knocks away, shot right on. The save made that time nicely by Sioux Center's Allison Moore.
That was a great shot and an even better save by Moore. It's almost like you got to have goals early on to get things opened up, because both the games, the first and third game, have been really slow.
Another shot that time knocked out again by Moore. Loose puck knocked out to center ice area, and Sioux Center is on their high horse. Coming right side this time, a bullet that goes high off the glass that time by Sioux Center. I think that was off the shot of Keister. Or Kuster comes back out here, and then deep in the slot, Sioux Center comes back to clear away that loose puck, and that was Cannigator. Cannigator along the near boards, trying to dig it out was, of course, Jarman for Mitchell. Coming out here, and it's picked up here by Jarman of Mitchell, skating in, poked away, gets it back, scores! Goal by Jarman, their 21st of the year. Coming at 7:18 to go in the first period, breaking the scoreless tie. Mitchell's on the board with a 1-0 lead.
Jarman just gets in. She gets in front of the nets and goes against the grain, and it's hard for Moore to moving to her right to go back to her left. And I want to make a quick correction. I didn't mean the game started slow. Just a feeling out process a little bit when that first goal isn't scored, but here we got the icebreaker.
Yeah, for everybody. Yeah, 7:14 to go, and of course 1-0 Mitchell. So Brooks Jarman gets her 21st goal, and back comes Sioux Center with the puck. That's Cannigator skating in right side. Her shot was partially broken up, partially blocked. Along the near boards, picked up here. Backhander that time by the Sioux Center Storm. Coming out here, picking it up, and then clearing it back as Sioux Center will hold the zone. And then Mitchell gets to it, and they'll clear it back to center ice. Picked up here by Walhop. Backhander that time. Along the near boards, picked up by Sioux Center. They clear it out here. Mitchell gets to that puck. That's Nash. But Sioux Center takes it away and knocks it back into the Mitchell zone. 6:34 clock running of this opening period of the game. Third game of the day for the course State Girls Varsity Hockey Tournament. Shot on goal. Nice save that time, and making it and hanging on is Sadie Clute for the Mitchell Marlins. 6:24 to go. 1-0 hockey game. Mitchell in front. If you look to the scoreboard, they would be really the visitors. Face-off coming to the left of Clute, picked up here by Mitchell. Sioux Center with the puck right now, trying to get a shot on that time was Van Voorst. Karams wide, picked up here by Mitchell. They'll break it out of their own zone, but going down hard along the boards, picked up here by Sioux Center. They'll play it over here, gets over the stick that time, off the stick. Van Voorst comes out here along the far side. Mitchell holds his own, puts a shot on, broken up in traffic. Picked up here by Sioux Center. With the puck right now is Van Voorst. Skates, handles, and then backs it into the backhander into the Mitchell zone. Comes back out here to Woloff. Woloff with a puck. Tries to put a shot on, broken up in traffic. Then it gets a loose puck. The save was made that time by Clute. She kicked it out another one. That was a loose one that Mitchell was able to sweep away. Picked up here by Van Voorst. Puts a shot on, broken up in traffic. Another backhander that wouldn't go. Sioux Center putting the pressure on here. And coming back out, they gets to Van Voorst at the point. Puts a bullet on that. Karams wide. Goes back behind the net. And it'll be Mitchell clearing it all the way down the ice. And getting an icing call at 5:15 to go. 10-5 shots on goal. Sioux Center has the advantage there, but it's Mitchell on the scoreboard right now with a 1-0 lead. 5:15 to go, period number one. And of course, this break, if you will, is being brought to you by the good folks at Tickled Pink. Off the face-off, Sioux Center can't control, and Mitchell knocks it out here to the neutral zone. That was Jarman. Plays it ahead here for Sabres. And then it's picked up by Sioux Center, knocked off her stick. Backhander last time, broken up that time by Mitchell. They put a shot on that goes a little bit wide. 4:53 on the clock. Loose puck picked up here. Battling for that puck, of course, is Amick. That's Kelsey with the puck picked up here, of course. And that is Van Voorst for Sioux Center. Too far with the feed left side here for Cannigator. Loose puck in the zone. Then back it comes here. And with the puck right now is Amick. Going in, shot on. They shoot the puck wide. It was Sabres that shot that a little bit wide. And the rebound comes back behind the net. Picked up here. Another shot on goal. And the save made that time by Allison Moore off the stick of course, Brooke Jarman.
Boy, Mitchell passed the puck well, don't they?
Yeah.
Especially when they get any type of rush, they really put it to the open person.
I was about ready to say the 10-6 in shots in favor of Sioux Center. The quantity of Sioux Center has more shots, but the quality of shots is definitely leaning to Mitchell right now.
Taranis, Hatwan, and Clute out here on this line. Shot right on that time. Another save made by Sioux Center's Allison Moore. 10-7 shots on goal. Face-off coming here, and the loose puck picked up there, that time broken up in traffic off Loftman's stick, and it's picked up here by Sioux Center. They'll go down the left side with it that time. Vanderswag gets ridden out the puck, picked up here by Mitchell. Mitchell picks it up here with a, in the front is Clute, and a shot that we have a whistle before the shot takes place at 3:59.
Just barely offsides.
Yeah.
Had a 2-on-1, but was a little too excited for the 2-on-1, ended up going offside.
So Clute, Hatwan, Taranis out here. Hatwan on the face-off, and Mitchell actually wins the draw. Loose puck knocked down, picked up here, of course, by Sioux Center, and they will play it back in. That's Vanderswag back into the Mitchell zone. Far side over there going after that loose puck was Cannigator. Mitchell breaks it out, though, in the neutral zone, but Sioux Center comes back up with that puck. They'll play it in off the near boards here. And, of course, that was Coops, dumps it back in. And with it right now, of course, is Sioux Center. But then Mitchell goes after that loose puck. They play it back into the Sioux Center zone. And looking for a centering pass that time was Taranis. Loose puck comes out here and is picked up by Jarman. Jarman goes after it against Walhoff. Jarman looking for a centering pass, had a person right there, but Walhoff comes up with it, clears it away. Pass left side on the outlet, comes out here. They play it off the boards, they dump it back in. That was Sioux Center, and of course playing it back in was Vanderswag. Loose puck here onto the stick, overshooting, it jumps over the stick of Mitchell, picked up here of course by Cannigator. Cannigator in the Mitchell zone at 2:53 to play in this opening period.
It's still, the feeling out process is over. Sioux Center has kind of turned the ignition on a little bit and getting a lot more shots on net here against Mitchell.
They sure are. And Mitchell right now, the puck, this is Nash looking for a centering pass, but she had Jarman too far out of play to really catch up with that. Picked up here, of course, by Vandervorst for Sioux Center. Shot that time a little bit to the side of the cage, looking for a centering pass that time. Sioux Center comes back out, knocks that lady off the puck. Shot here, that goes a little bit wide by Amick. Back behind the net, comes out here along the far boards, and is kept in that time by Taranis for Mitchell. And Mitchell goes after that loose puck in the Sioux Center zone, back behind the net, looking for a centering pass, a little bit wide of the mark, with 2:11 to play in the period. Comes out here, skating in, shot on that time by Sabres, wouldn't go. And the rebound comes back out behind the net. Mitchell can't hold the zone. They'll have to skate hard after that puck. Nash goes after that loose puck in her own zone. Puck got a little bit ahead of her, but she plays it off the near boards. But keeping it in that time was Cannigator for Sioux Center. Loose puck comes out here along the near rail. Picked up, they play it back in. And, of course, that was one of the Sioux Center players. I think that was King that dumped it back in the zone. And backhander that time by Van Voorst. And we'll have a whistle stopping play. Had only one penalty, 2 penalties so far in this first period. 1:31 to play in the period. Face-off coming just outside the Mitchell zone. And that was, of course, for Mitchell on that face-off, Tupper, Vaughn, and Knuckles. On this line, Knuckles goes after that loose puck, picked up here, of course, by Loftman. Knuckles trying to knock the puck down, and Sioux Center clears it out to neutral ice. Picked up here by Mitchell along the near rail. That's Amick. This is Reese, puts a shot on that goes wide on a bullet, kind of a left-handed shot she has. Picked up here, she knocks it down, they hold the zone. Picks up here and onto the stick of a Sioux Center player. 1 minute to go in the period, coming down into the Mitchell zone, and broken up that time as the Marlins get to that loose puck. They'll race away with it. Down the left side is Reese, and she gets ridden off the puck by Sioux Center. That was Van Voorst. Loose puck picked up here with 39 seconds to play in the period. Along the near boards and getting to it was Loftman for Mitchell. Backhander that time in the corner. One of the Mitchell players goes down. Getting to it, of course, is Vanderswag for Sioux Center. And we have a whistle with 28.3 seconds left.
I think that's going to be Knuckles with
Yeah.
a little bit of a check there.
You had a check. The Sioux Center player went down, but the reason why she went down is because she was checked by her teammate she was checked by a Mitchell player who was checked by one of her teammates. So
I thought there was no checking.
Yeah.
Seems like a lot of checks.
Yeah.
So there's what we're getting down to is 28.3 seconds. So, of course, what that means is Sioux Center will start a man down, if you will, when we start period number 2.
And they got 5 on the ice right now. They get somebody off the ice. Yeah, there's a domino effect of checks in that one.
Yes.
They got the one that started it all.
Nash with a backhander that caroms wide for Mitchell. Another shot on that time would not go. Comes back out here, of course, for Mitchell. And for Mitchell, that was Zimmer. Puts a shot on that caroms wide. Loose puck over here with 13 seconds to play. And getting after it is for Mitchell. That's Zimmer. Zimmer takes it back behind her own net. Comes out here left side with it, and then they clear it back to the neutral ice area. Picked up here, of course, by Walhoff for Sioux Center as the horn sounds ending period number 1. So 1-0 hockey game. The difference right now is Brooke Jarman's goal for Mitchell at 7:18 to go period number 1. 10-9 the shots on the scoreboard. We'll come back after this.
On Capital City Rock, 1480 KSDR, and on Capital City Rock Sports on YouTube. Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
If you live, work, worship, or attend school in any of our 27 counties, Dakota Land Federal Credit Union is the best way to harness the power of a not-for-profit financial institution. Locally owned and operated, Dakota Land is known for competitive rates, local decision-making, and local loan servicing. An auto or home loan at any of our 11 convenient locations keeps your money where it belongs. At home, let's put the power of a local financial cooperative to work for you. Dakota Land, Equal Housing Lender, member NCUA.
The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites has Midwestern charm and unprecedented attention to detail that provides the perfect getaway. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites provides a complimentary deluxe continental breakfast featuring hot waffles, biscuits, and gravy. They also have an indoor children's water playland, whirlpool and fitness center, and a beautiful backyard patio with seasonal fire pits. Everyone deserves a night away. Call 605-494-2582 to make your reservation today. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites. Experience luxury in the heart of South Dakota.
Looking to start the new year off right? Why not start it with an auto loan with Oahe Federal Credit Union? For a limited time, Oahe Federal Credit Union is offering 90 days no payments on all auto loans with rates as low as 2.4%. There is no going wrong. Stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and see how the girls of Oahe Federal Credit Union can help you.
People helping people. Oahe Federal Credit Union.
As we are back here at Watertown after the first period, as it's a 1-0 lead for the Mitchell Marlins. The goal from Brooke Jarman. It's been a pretty good hockey game here, guys.
It has been. Brooke Jarman, I got a really good look at that when she shot, and she really placed that where she wanted to. She kind of assessed the situation, had just a second, and she put it right where she needed to. And, Brooke Jarman, she's going to keep putting them on the goal. And between her and the Amick girls, it's a tough task.
Yeah. And we had a couple of penalties in that period. King for 2 minutes, Jarman for 2 minutes, and Knuckles for 2 minutes. But every team was able to kill off those penalties in that first period of play. And earlier today it was Brookings over Madison over Watertown 4-0, and it was 12-2 Sioux Falls over Huron. I do the same thing you do.
I was going to say, I was sitting there trying to call Sioux Falls and Huron the Hawaii Capitals earlier today, and hey, I'm just glad that I'm not the only one making any mistakes here.
Yeah.
I got a pro like you making mistakes. I feel a little bit better about myself.
Yeah, we've made more mistakes up here than any player or any referee
Oh,
has.
yeah. Yeah, I lead the league, 1,038.
Lead the league.
We'd be bench if we actually they had anybody to replace us. We'd be bench.
Nice to have you with us at 528, 1480 KSTR Watertown, Capital City Rock. How do they do that? Pretty good?
Yeah.
Capital City Rock.
Yeah, you see, you're a pro. You're a pro.
Okay.
You earned your spot back.
Oh, thank you.
But we're also on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. We got the YouTube feed. We got a couple different camera angles. It's been a lot of fun through the first 2 games. Going to be a lot of fun throughout the entire weekend here at Watertown. Then, of course, next weekend we got the boys tournament as well, and the 3 of us will be. Hopefully, we don't ruin hockey for you or make you feel like you don't want to watch it anymore after you get done listening to us for 11 games. But we'll have hopefully you enjoy it so much that you can't get enough of it, and you join us again next weekend too.
Well, go ahead.
Well, I say we got a lot of hockey still left to go, but I'm looking forward to next weekend as well as the rest of this weekend.
We had a situation a couple of years ago where Jim and I did all 11 games. You couldn't make it because of weather or whatever.
That's
the
right.
case may be.
That was a JV tournament.
JV tournament, and that we got a lot of great feedback on that.
As well?
Yeah.
So now if you don't get the great feedback from it, you know what the problem is.
The common denominator.
No.
Yeah.
There's only one thing that's changed.
No, it's a lot of fun doing these types of tournaments like this, and I think the best thing is that we get to know all the players up here because we study some of the players and so forth, but you really get a feel for the tournament from the inside out. You see every player, every goal, everything that happens in this tournament, and a lot of people don't get to see that. You know, they come for just their home team, and you kind of end up missing out on the tournament. But these things are really special. They are.
Yeah, and you know the fun thing about this Mitchell team especially is that Brooke Jarman has played with 2 teams this year. She played with Sioux Falls, and now she's back with Mitchell. But then you look at Kate Nash, who's on Mitchell, and she played with the boys for a while. She's been on the boys team for the last couple of years as well. So she's playing with the girls here this weekend, and that's something special too. It's kind of crazy that I'm going to call. This is my first girls game I get to call, and there's a name that's familiar to me because I called a couple of Kate Nash's games before.
Oh, yeah, sure, on the boys' side.
Yeah, it is cool, and that's a huge lift to Mitchell. You know, they've got the Emmett girls that are both really good. They've got a lot of good talent, but then you throw in a couple of extra good players on top of measure, and that's why we're saying that this Mitchell team is a dark horse in this tournament.
Well, and you know, interestingly enough, Watertown had a gal that was the goalie a couple of years ago, Falk.
Yep.
And what's fun about that was the fact that early in the year, some of the guys all felt like they had to protect her. And they found out after a few games, you don't need to protect this lady; she can take care of herself.
Exactly.
But you know, it was just funny. But they get something kind of a scrimmage or something close to her, and the whole darn team was out there.
Yeah, and you know, so Kate Nash, she's definitely. I mean, she's a very good hockey player.
Yeah.
Being able to, and she gets to kind of experience a little bit of both. They get to see play against the boys' varsity teams, and now playing the girls' varsity. Gets to experience. Obviously Mitchell boys did not make the state tournament, but just overall, it's fun and the names that we're gonna get to see outside of just Watertown, the Hawaii Capitals, is a lot of fun. We're gonna see some really good hockey here. This is the 3rd game of the day, so we still got over half of the tournament left, and it's only gonna get better from here.
Well, there's some good goalies on these teams, and there are also some very good hockey players, stick handlers, and they've got speed, they've got quickness, and they handle the puck very well.
And they'd make us all look really bad if we ever got out there on skates.
You know, in this Mitchell team, they play well together. You know, this one period that we saw them play, they've made some really nice, unselfish passes on breakaway rushes, and that goes a long ways. They're going to score goals on that.
Yeah, you made the comment during the first period, Jim, that Mitchell passes the puck very, very well, and we saw that in that first period. And, of course, Jarman got the lone goal. It's 1-0 here after the first period. We'll step aside. We'll come back with a little bit more of the first intermission. You're listening to the State Girls at Varsity Tournament on Capital City Rock, 1480 KSDR, as well as on Capital City Rock Sports.
Lace up your shoes, because it's back.
ReliaBank's March Mortgage Madness.
Apply for a mortgage in March, and when your loan closes,
You could earn $500 that will be deposited into your ReliaBank account.
visit your local ReliaBank branch or go to ReliaBankMortgage.com for more details. Terms and conditions apply. Home purchase applications only. Subject to loan approval.
It's ReliaBank's March Mortgage Madness. Apply, close, earn $500. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
Introducing new Queso Blanco from Taco John's. It amplifies everything on our menu, kind of like a hype man. Melty, cheesy, white cheddar goodness came in drifting with just the right amount of jalapeno heat.
Where my peppers at? Oh, yeah, right here in the queso.
Our Queso Blanco remixes anything, like the Boss Burrito for only $6.
Remix.
Download our app for exclusive deals at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Never enough queso.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. As we welcome you back here to Mitchell, as everybody's getting into the state tournament field. We got the Mitchell Marlin here as well, Jim.
Yeah, we have the Mitchell Marlin here. He's going to wait for the girls to come out. It's the only mascot we've seen this weekend. It's a big Marlin.
Only mascot we've seen all year.
I was going to say,
we haven't.
Is there another team that's got a mascot like the Mitchell Marlin? I don't think there is in the state. So. Yeah.
No.
Maybe we might need to change that. We have to give a call out to all the associations and say we got to get a mascot somewhere.
That's right.
Well, and you know the NFL have the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders for eons and eons. They aren't going to have cheerleaders anymore. Well, none of the NFL teams are going to have cheerleaders anymore.
Well, at least they still got the big tall mascot, the cowboy guy.
Yeah.
At least they still have something.
You talk about some mascots. There's been Sioux Centers has shown up at a tournament or two.
No,
the Storm.
The Storm, yeah.
Huh? Yeah. That's wrecked a few tournaments.
2 years ago, the boys varsity tournament, we had to play just 2 games on that Friday, and then play 6 games on Saturday.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
That got everything messed up.
4 games is nice, but 6 games gets a little rough in a day.
That first night went by really quick when we only had 2 games, and then the second day, for some reason, went really, really long, it felt like.
They don't make enough potato chips.
I will say that was fun, though, because, it wasn't fun for a lot of people that were working at the Expo Center because they were having problems keeping the ice from not melting because it was getting warm outside, but also it was getting warm in here, and you had 6 games going on. But they had both garage doors open, and to try and get the cool air in, then they closed the garage doors by the time the game started. That was a lot of fun. It felt like, all right, garage doors down, let's play some hockey.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. That was the cue to go back on the air. Yeah, garage doors down.
That's right. But it is a 1-0 lead here in Watertown as Mitchell leads over at Sioux Center. We got one more break, and then we're going to come back. We got the second period for you. Jeff's got it for you next. You're listening to the Girls State Varsity Tournament on the Capital City Rock, KSDR, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
In 2020, we learned keeping close to home and family is more important than ever. As a locally owned and operated financial institution, Dakota Land Federal Credit Union has been keeping it close to home since 1935, offering you a full lineup of services with local decision-making and local servicing. If you live, work, worship, or attend school in any of our 27 counties, Dakota Land Federal Credit Union is as close to home as it gets. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Introducing new Queso Blanco from Taco John's. It amplifies everything on our menu, kind of like a hype man. Melty, cheesy, white cheddar goodness.
Came in dripping.
With just the right amount of jalapeno heat.
Where my peppers at? Oh, yeah, right here in the queso.
Our Queso Blanco remixes anything, like the Boss Burrito for only $6.
Remix.
Download our app for exclusive deals at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Never enough queso.
Back here at Watertown as we are set for the second period. Jeff Anderson's got the call for you.
Well, and it's always interesting. Second period, of course, you're farthest from your bench. So Mitchell will be defending the goal to our right, which is the west goal here at the Mace Ice Arena. And we broadcast live, of course, from the Reliabank booth. And, of course, Sioux Center will be defending the goal to our left. Moore, of course, in the nets for Sioux Center, and Clute in the nets for Mitchell. And, of course, Walter and Johnson are the officials for this second game tonight, if you will, or first night game, I guess, and they'll be the officials for the next game as well. All right. So Sioux Center will counter, of course, here. Mitchell will counter with Sabres, Amick, and Jarman. Defensively, of course, they will have Amick and Loftman. Sioux Center will have on this particular line King, Tinklenberg, and Cannigator. Tinklenberg got the face-off. Sioux Center actually doesn't win the draw. Mitchell does. And they go to put a shot on, broken up in traffic deep in the slot that time. Picked up here as we get underway with second period action. Mitchell holds his own. Shot that time by Mitchell. And that was Nash. Deflected just a little bit. Sioux Center comes up with Mitchell comes up with a puck shot on. Save made that time by Sioux Center's Allison Moore. Good shot on, but she got a good look at it all the way. So many times a goalie will make that initial save, and it depends how much they can see the puck. Face-off coming to the right of course, Allison Moore, and it goes all the way back into the Mitchell zone. And, of course, going back to get it there will be Nash. Nash along the far rail, kept in, though, at the point that time by Sioux Center. Nicely done that time. As they keep it in, they play it back in to the zone. The Mitchell zone, and Mitchell will flip it out here, cross ice, off a stick that time, a little too far. Picked up here, of course, skating in, putting a shot on goal, save made again by Sioux Center's Allison Moore.
It's still 31 seconds left on the power play, too, for Mitchell.
That's a good point.
Yeah, Sioux Center did a pretty good job of cutting off of almost 45 seconds there of keeping it in the Mitchell end.
So Mitchell out there with Amick, Jarman, and Sabres on this line. And off the face-off along the far rail, kept in that time by Mitchell. That was Nash. Comes in here working in, shot on that time by Jarman. Save, and then it's kicked out, and Sioux Center sends it all the way down the ice with 15 seconds to go. And back to get it, of course, will be along the near board. Sabres over here for Mitchell. Nash loses the handle, gets it back from a teammate, comes out here, both teams at full strength, and over the line here is Sabres. Has 4 goals on the year for Brindley. Shot on that time. Nice save made by Allison Moore. Picked up here by Sioux Center. A pass was flipped up in the air as Walhoff goes for that. Loose puck out front, deflected to the far corner. Picking it up, keeping it in that time was Jarman. Far side, can't control it, and it comes, Sioux Center breaks away with the puck. Sioux Center down the left side, almost poked away. The ponytail gets in the way of the number. And the loose puck picked up here, of course, by Mitchell. They'll play it back behind their own net that time for Zimmer. Zimmer gets to the puck, played ahead here, knocked down that time. Picked up here by the Marlins, and they stay with the puck. Nicely done that time, and then poke checked away into the neutral zone. Picked up, of course, off the stick of Kelsey Amick. Amick gets it over here to a teammate. And that teammate is Nash. Skates down the right side with a puck, looking for a centering pass, takes it back behind the net, stays with it, puts a shot on a bullet that goes wide. Kept in, of course, by Jarman for the Marlins. Puts another shot on, broken up in traffic, loose puck cleared away. Mitchell gets to it, Nash puts a shot on, knocked down again, that time by Moore. Picked up here by Sioux Center. Sioux Center gets to the puck, and they'll clear back into the Mitchell zone. Icing called against the Storm of Sioux Center.
Allison Moore's quads are going to be on fire right now. So as much as she's been moving around, oh boy, I don't know how goalies do it. We made the mention of how goalies can see pucks. I don't know how they can get moving back and forth like they do.
Yeah, it helps to be athletic, that's for sure.
So Taranis on this line. Hatwan is out there for Mitchell. Taken back behind their own net, of course, is Sioux Center. They're cleared out here along the near rail. Too far that time for Sioux Center. Couldn't get to it was Candigator. She and Tinklenberg and King out there on this line for Sioux Center. As getting to that puck is Tinklenberg along the far rail over there. Mitchell keeps it in. They knock it down at center ice. Picked up here by Walhoff. Puts a shot on the Karams wide. Picked up here by Mitchell along the near rail. Defensively, of course, Laughlin comes out here with the puck. And it knocked off her stick, and actually that was Amick, I beg your pardon, that was Reese Amick. So face-off coming here with 13:30 to play in period number 2. It's still a 1-0 Mitchell lead on Sioux Center here in this first evening matchup from the Mace Ice Arena. Picked up here, of course, by Amick. Puts a shot on, glove save made that time off Amick's stick by Allison Moore.
All shots so far here in the second period have been from Mitchell. They trailed in shots 10-9 after the first, but now they lead 14-10, and they got the 1-0 lead.
All right, face off to the right of Moore in the Sioux Center zone, picked up here by Walhoff. Walhoff plays it around the boards far side, picked up, of course, by Candigator. Candigator as it knocked off her stick, picked up here. Again, this time it is by Van Voorst. Van Voorst skates out to center ice. Couple of players go down there.
Yeah, looks like we're going to have
another
roughing
check
over there.
Well, looks like the board came out and roughed them both up.
I think Mitchell is going to get the penalty. It's going to be a check as the captain's going to go.
Looks like that's Amick.
Another great chance here for Sioux Center to try and tie this up.
All right, so Sioux Center goes on the attack, the power play. It's the Pelican Sports. Power Sports power play. Picked up here, of course, skating in, putting a shot on, and a little bit off the mark that time was Walhoff. And then Mitchell clears it all the way down the ice. And skating hard after that is Sabres, going after that loose puck, looking for it, keeps with it, looks in the slot, knocked away, taken away from behind by Walhoff. Good play that time. And, of course, a good back check, and it's picked up here by Sioux Center at center ice. Pass right side onto the stick here of Van Voorst. Van Voorst takes it into the Mitchell zone. Going after that loose puck back there for Mitchell is Taranis. They knock it down, picked up here by Sioux Center, looking for a centering pass. Nobody home. Picked up here by the Storm. Storm take it back behind the Mitchell net. Centering pass broken up, cleared away by the Marlins. They'll clear it out to center ice right here. Stop, put on a shot that was broken up in traffic. Picked up here, and of course, that was Walhoff. Clears it back in the neutral zone. And it was actually, after all that, off the stick of Zimmer. I tried to find Zimmer's name in my, couldn't do it, to save my soul. Comes right side with it, picked up here, of course, that time by Van Voorst. Clears it out the neutral ice area. Mitchell comes with a good back check, picks it up here in the neutral ice, picked up here, of course, by Taranas. Taranas takes it to the left side, works down there against Van Voorst. Van Voorst, Taranas, battling for that loose puck, back beyond the Mitchell zone. Actually, the Sioux Center zone goes back over here, picked up by Amick. That was Reese, gets to the puck, and then Sioux Center breaks away with it out to center ice. This is Walhoff. Walhoff with the puck, a defenseman, a very offensive-minded shot right on. The save made that time by Mitchell. Clute, and the rebound comes all the way down the ice, and both teams back at full strength at 11:02 to go in the period. Rattled off nearly 6 minutes, still a 1-0 hockey game, and Mitchell still with a 1-0 lead. 14-12 shots on goal. Mitchell with a 2-shot advantage there.
That icing happened just second after the penalty ended. If she got rid of that just a little bit sooner, we'd still be playing right now.
Yeah, Loftman and Amick out there defensively for Mitchell. And, of course, for Van Voorst for Sioux Center. Plays it ahead, centering pass there, broken away, cleared away by Mitchell to the near boards over here, knocking down Walhoff at the blue line. Kicked back in that time, dumped back in, the backhander. And Mitchell goes back to get the puck in their own zone. Long lead pass knocked down. Couldn't quite. Jumped right over the stick that time of Van Voorst. Goes back in and is picked up here by Mitchell in their own zone deep. That, of course, with Mitchell was Tupper on that play with Vaughn and Knuckles out there right now. Loose puck picked up here. Played ahead. That was Taranas. Taranas gets to it, puts a shot on. That wouldn't go. Deep in the slot. Walhoff clears it away. Backhander out to the point, but Mitchell holds the zone. And then Sioux Center gets to it. They'll shoot it all the way down the ice, icing at 10:10 to go in period number 2. Earlier today, Brookings, a 4-0 win over Watertown, and it was Sioux Falls over Huron, 12-2. After this, of course, we have the Aberdeen and Oahe game coming up, and John Winkler will have the call on that. And it'll be his team that he has seen most of the year that he'll get to do today. Picked up here, of course, by Sioux Center. They'll play it ahead nicely that time. That was Candigator. Tinklenberg picked up by Mitchell. King was on that line, too. We haven't said a lot about Jenna King so far in this game. That may be my fault. And back to get it, of course, is Mitchell out here as one of the Sioux Falls or Sioux Center players knocks it down. Far side over there. Getting on it is Mitchell. They'll skate with the puck hard, of course. This is Amick coming out here to player trailing. There was Sabres, puts a shot on, they score! Amick to Sabres. Sabres gets the goal. Amick gets the assist. Mitchell grabs a 2-0 lead in this hockey game. That comes at 9:36.
And Allison Moore's not very happy with that one. She thinks she should have had it all the way. She did do the initial stop and got by her.
5 goals for Sabres on the year, and for Amick, of course, her 14th assist. And Mitchell with the puck off the face-off in the neutral zone far side over there. Mitchell gets to it first, and of course that was Jarman. Gets it over here, centering pass, another shot on by Sabres, was blocked nicely that time by Moore. A loose puck comes out over here along the near rail. Mitchell tried to hold it, couldn't do so. Picked up here, of course, by King for Sioux Center. Back to get it, of course, will be Nash. Around the ice it goes, back in the neutral ice area. Walhoff gets to the puck. Got there before, of course, Tupper, Knuckles, and Vaughn on this line. And then, of course, knocked down by Knuckles. Picked up here by Mitchell. They'll clear it off the far rail. Then racing after that puck is Mitchell skating in, putting a shot on. They shoot it wide. Nice effort, nevertheless, that time by Mitchell. And that, of course, loose puck comes back out here. Another shot that time. Sabres got it. Yep. Kelsey Amick comes up with the assist. Reese Amick battling for the puck along the near rail here, working against Kuster. And it's played back into the Mitchell zone. Mitchell goes after that loose puck. Knocked down that time, of course, by Candigator. Vanderswag is out there as well. Mitchell gets to the puck along the far rail, comes back out here. They'll hold the zone. We have a whistle at 8:08.
And another check is coming up. This one on Sioux Center. Third time they've been called for checking. I want to go back to that goal that was scored by Sabres. The playing all started from their own end. Kate Nash chipped it off the boards right to her teammate in Amick, and it was an 2-on-1 after that. If Nash doesn't chip the puck off the boards as well as she does, that play doesn't happen, and she gets the secondary assist to give now the Mitchell Marlins a 2-0 lead.
All right. 16-12 shots on goal. They have the advantage there. Tinklenberg gets out there. No for Sioux Center. Actually, it was King in the face-off circle there. Plays it back into the Mitchell zone. Mitchell goes back to get that puck. And it's picked up here. That was Tinklenberg. Shot right on, a little bit wide of the mark. Going back after that loose puck back there, of course, is Cannigator. Comes back out here left side, picked up by Van Voorst. Plays it back into the Mitchell zone. Mitchell gal overskates the puck, now picks it up here. Comes along the left rail, trying to get it out to Sabres. Knocked down nicely that time, nevertheless, by Sioux Center. And they play it back out here deep in the slot, cleared away. Walhoff comes up with a loose puck in the neutral zone for Sioux Center. Plays it off the near rail, picked up here by Mitchell. This is Amick. Amick skating in. Amick puts a backhander on that goes wide, but she goes after her own rebound, but picked up here, of course, by Sioux Center. Sioux Center got to that puck first. Voila, lost the handle, taken back behind the cage, picked up by Van Voorst. Van Voorst with it will whistle it all the way down the ice. And, of course, back in the Mitchell zone, Reese Amick goes back after that along with Nash. Nash picks it up here along the near rail, works against Walhoff, beg your pardon. Picked up here, of course, by the Marlins. They'll skate with a puck out here, looks for Tupper, comes back out a little too far that time for Mitchell. It was intended that time for Clute, couldn't do so, and then cleared back into the Mitchell zone. And then getting to that puck of goal there is Cannigator. Plays it back into the Mitchell zone now with 6:35 on the clock. Marlins up 2-0 if you just joined us. Jeff and Jim and John with you, the 3 J's, of course, on the State Varsity Girls Hockey Tournament. With it right now is Reese. Putting a shot on, that time was Amick. Save made that time by Moore. Puck deflects into the far corner. Going after that is Walhoff. Walhoff comes up with a loose puck back behind her own net. Flips it out here. Mitchell can't quite hold the zone that time. That was Zimmer. Goes back into the Mitchell zone. And back to get it will be Reese Amick. Reese Amick, rink wide pass, a little far that time. Jumps over the stick of teammate Jarman. Picked up here by Sioux Center. Then it's picked up here, of course, by Sioux Center. And then Mitchell comes back to clear it away. Kept in that time by Van Voorst. Clears it back in. Zimmer goes after that loose puck for Mitchell. 5:43 on the clock. Near side, Taranis picks it up here. Taranis gets ridden off the puck. Picked up now, of course, by Sioux Center. Clear it to center ice. Picked up by Mitchell. Knock it down. Picked up by Hadwan. Hadwan loses the handle. Picked up here, of course, by Sioux Center. And with the puck right there is Vanderswag. Trailing on the play, then of course looking for a centering pass. Nobody home, cleared away by the Marlins. Deep in the slot, picked up here by Sioux Center. They put a shot right on. The save made that time by Mitchell's netminder. That's Sadie Glute. 5:13 to play in the second period. Just joined us. Mitchell with a 2-0 lead. They have outshot Sioux Center 16-13. And of course, as we check out, and of course, off the face-off here, Sioux Center holds his own, far side over there. Mitchell gets to it. They'll put it into the neutral ice area. 2-on-1, odd man rush here. This is Sabres, puts a shot on a bullet that goes wide after, of course, getting a feed from Jarman. Far side over there, picked up here by Sioux Center. They'll clear it around the boards. It's picked up over here, of course, by Nash. Her pass deflected, picked up here by Sioux Center, then picked up here by Sabres. Sabres gets around the player, goes in, shoots, scores! Sabres makes it 3-0 Mitchell. Sabres' second goal of the game, unassisted that time.
Saver's showing a lot of patience on that one. She actually had the opportunity to shoot that long before she actually did, and she really just eyed things up. And what a nice shot that was.
That sure was.
Made that first move and then stuck with it whenever the puck almost got away from her off of another stick from Sioux Center, and now it's 3-0.
All right, off the face-off, Mitchell and Sioux Center. Kuster lost the handle off the face-off, comes back into the Sioux Center zone. Mitchell goes after that loose puck. We have a whistle at the 4:30 mark of period number 2. 4:30 to go in the second period. 3-0 Mitchell. Right now, Sabres with 2 goals. Brooks Jarman with 1.
And if you're Sioux Center, you want to get one here before the end of this period. You want a 3-1 hockey game and not a 3-0 or a worse, a 4-0 hockey game.
Kuster, back it comes to Woloff, as actually Sioux Center won the draw. And they did give an assist on that play to Nash.
Nash has got her second assist of the game.
All right. So Nash with 2 assists, Sabres with 2 goals. Mitchell up 3-0 here. Picked up by Jarman, lost the handle. Woloff puts a shot on that gets deflected, goes to the far side over there. Far boards, kept in though by Sioux Center. Getting to it, of course, is Mitchell. And with 3:54 to go, 17-13 shots on goal. Mitchell with the lead there.
Penalty's coming up to the Marlins. Interference is going to be called as going the penalty box is going to be Reese Amick for the interference. Got in front of the net, and sometimes you a little extra push. One extra push puts you in the penalty box.
Yeah, usually those that are away from the action, they don't get missed very often.
So face off to the left here of the Mitchell netminder. That, of course, is Clute. Sioux Center with the shot there. They score from the blue line. Makes it a 3-1 score. A power play goal by Sioux Center. Makes it a 3-1 hockey game. That comes at 3:48 to go in the period.
Look at this. Van Voorst will get the goal. Just a harmless shot from the blue line, and any shot's a good shot if it goes on net, and there's your goal that you wanted, a 3-1 game, and now you're thinking, let's make it a 3-2 hockey game before the end of the period.
She had some pretty good velocity on that.
Faith Van Voorst, only her 3rd goal of the year. And so it's a 3-1 hockey game, 3:42, Mitchell in front. Deep in the slot, cleared away. Nash puts a shot on a bullet that caroms wide. Going after the loose puck here, Sioux Center, they'll clear it back out. Mitchell can't quite hold the zone. And getting to that puck, of course, is Tinklenberg to King. King puts a shot on a bullet that goes wide. So Jenna King starting to get warmed up here. Loose puck picked up here by Mitchell. They'll stick on 2-on-1 odd man rush. Amick trailing on the play with Sioux Center, clears the puck away. Now comes back out here to center ice. That's Canagator. Canagator goes after that loose puck, poked away from her, picked up here by Walhoff. Centering pass broken up by Mitchell. They clear it to the far corner. Puck comes back behind the net, comes out here. Sabres can't get to it. Shot on that time by Sioux Center, and it was a weak shot by Van Voorst. Cleared away by Mitchell to the neutral ice area. 2:48 to go in period number 2. Comes back out here along the near rail, picked up here nicely by Zimmer. Zimmer for Mitchell, plays it around the rail, comes back out here, knocked down by Walhoff. Walhoff goes around Zimmer. No big size disadvantage there. And of course they freeze it up along the boards, coming back out here, and Mitchell clears it all the way to the neutral ice area. Race after that puck. Sabres goes after that puck. Of course, also against Van Voorst. Van Voorst actually does win the draw. Comes up, plays it off the far rail. Mitchell knocks it down. That's Reese Amick at center ice. Lost the handle there to Tinklenberg. Tinklenberg with the puck, picks it up here, just inside the blue line. Whistles a shot that goes wide. Picked up by Mitchell back behind their own net. Picked up here by Taranas. Taranas clears it out here to the neutral ice area. Had a player there was with it and knocked away nicely that time by Sioux Center. And it's picked up here, of course, by Reese Amick. Puts a shot on. The save made. Dropped, juggled, if you will. And then picked up here, of course, by Sioux Center's Allison Moore. That was kind of a floater. She almost didn't know what to do with it.
One of those, with a change-up that you don't really, you think it's coming a lot faster than what it actually does.
Nice to have you with us tonight on Capital City Rock KSDR.com, and also, of course, 1480 KSDR Watertown. It's picked up here by Reese Amick. Backhander that time into the Sioux Center zone. Plays it back to the neutral ice area. Picked up that time by Mitchell. Picked up here by Sioux Center. Sioux Center with 1:28 on the clock, down 3-1 if you just joined us. Picked up here, of course, by the Sioux Center Storm. And that was off Van Voorst with a goal already in this game. Where's number 24? Picked up by Mitchell. They cleared around the boards. Picked up here as Sioux Center does hold the zone. They'll play it in here, and getting to it, of course, is Taranas. Taranas circles around along the near rail, had a poke checked away, comes back with it. That was Tinklenberg who knocked it down. Picked up here by Sioux Center with a minute to go. Backhander that time broken up by Mitchell, cleared away. Picked up here, of course, by Walhoff, puts a shot on, save made. And with a glove and brought it to her chest, of course, that time for the Marlins was Sadie Klute. So face-off coming to the right of that Mitchell netminder, up 3-1, 50.4 seconds to go in the period. 18-15 right now. Mitchell with advantage shots on goal. Actually, it'll be to her left. Off the face-off, comes back out here. Shot broken up in traffic. Oh, that was a dangerous puck deep in the slot. Goes far side over there, picked up here by Jarman. Jarman clears it away here for Amick. Amick looking for a 29th goal. Comes down the right side, puts a whistle on, and save made that time by Moore. Rebound comes out far side. Loose puck picked up here, of course, by Van Voorst. Van Voorst stick handles it out here. Backhander knocked down. Going after that loose puck is, of course, for Sioux Center. On the play, that was Vanderswag. And as Mitchell had pulled their goalie with a delayed penalty coming up here.
I think both are going to go. We're going to see what the calls are here. One's going to go for a check, and one might go for a rough. A slash.
Which is kind of interesting. You don't see that many penalties in girls hockey typically.
Right, we got matching minors there between those two.
Offsetting penalties, if you will. Face-off coming outside the blue line of Mitchell. Mitchell wins the draw, clears it to the neutral ice area. Van Voorst gets on it, backhands to a teammate. Knocked out there. Getting on it, of course, is Sioux Center, and is backed out here to Sabres. Picked up here by Walhoff. Walhoff whistles a shot on, broken up by Mitchell, and they will fire it to end period number 2. So 3-1 with Mitchell on the boards and leading after 2 periods of play. So getting 2 in that second period, and of course Sioux Center coming up with 1. We'll recap some of that for you in just a moment.
As we'll be back with the second intermission after this on Capital City Rock, 1480 KSDR, and on Capital City Rock Sports on YouTube.
Right? Why not start it with an auto loan with Oahe Federal Credit Union? For a limited time, Oahe Federal Credit Union is offering 90 days no payments on all auto loans with rates as low as 2.4%. There is no going wrong. Stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and see how the girls of Oahe Federal Credit Union can help you.
People helping people. Oahe Federal Credit Union.
Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Hey, hockey fans, before or after the game, come on out to Grey Goose Store and Social Club. Dine in, carry out, stop by for refreshments. Fill up your tank with quality fuel. We've got it all at Grey Goose Store and Social Club, just off of Grey Goose Road, behind the red line of the capital city. Go Capitals! When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at EnvirotechWaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre. As we welcome you back here to Watertown, the Mace Arena, as we are 3-1 Mitchell. They lead over the Sioux Center Storm. John Wickler alongside Jeff Anderson and Jim Lloyd, and I believe Jim's downstairs right now. Jim, who you got with us?
Well, I'm down here in the penalty box with Dave Taranis. And that Taranis name and Mitchell hockey, they kind of go together. Dave, welcome to Watertown.
Glad to be here.
So you have a long history of hockey. Take us back just a little ways when you got into this.
Well, when I got transferred from Toshiba in 1990 from Minneapolis to Mitchell. There wasn't any hockey, and my oldest son had been playing traveling hockey in Rosemont. So we ended up driving to Huron 3 nights a week for practices, and a home game was 100 miles. So we said, well, we needed to quit that. So a few of us guys that played in Minnesota said we started hockey in Mitchell, and it just kept growing. And in 6 years, we had an indoor arena, so it was pretty neat.
So you were on board when that whole arena was first built, when it took outdoor hockey to indoor hockey?
Yep, I was president of Mitchell Hockey at the time when we did the fundraising and got some great support by the locals and raised over half the money and put an indoor arena in.
Well, my guess is now that's been redone since I've been in hockey, and I'll bet you were on the ground floor of that also.
Yeah, we built it. Originally, the first game was in 1996, and then about 12 years later, they put the addition on there for the second sheet of ice, which is really helpful. I mean, we get a lot more kids on the ice at good times.
Yeah, well, that's great. So you come here today, and you've got a favorite player out there right now, don't you?
Yeah, number 41, McKenna Tronis. She's a good skater. She's a good shooter.
Is that a granddaughter?
That's my granddaughter. My son coaches the team, so yeah.
So you have a lot of interest in this game.
Yeah, I'm pretty nervous about this game. So,
are you one of those hockey parents that get all uptight, or you just kind of let things happen?
No, I just kind of, the sun comes up tomorrow. It's just a game, and these are kids. Most important thing is they have fun, But I do like to see them win also. So.
Yeah, it's something to be said. We've talked on the air a long time about what these tournaments are like, and you've seen quite a few state tournaments.
Oh, yeah. Probably. Well, I've been in hockey here for almost 30 years, so I've seen a few. Yeah.
So just a little bit. Are the tournaments the same as they used to be, or is there some differences?
No, I think every year the skill level gets better and better. Especially looking at these ladies skate here. And I remember when girls hockey first started, I think I could walk the rink faster than they could skate. Now, there's some tremendous athletes out there. These are good skating hockey players.
Well, Dave Taranis, I would like to thank you as a part of South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association. Thank you for all you've done for South Dakota hockey.
Been my pleasure.
All right, Dave Taranis from Mitchell.
How about that?
All right.
That was pretty awesome.
That was pretty good, and he does a good job, and we appreciate that very much. It's a 3-1 right now with Mitchell leading Sioux Center at the Mace. It's a game 3 of game 4. Game 3 of 4 games today at the State Varsity Girls Hockey Tournament. We'll come back to the Mace Ice Arena in just a moment.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Introducing new Queso Blanco from Taco John's. It amplifies everything on our menu, kind of like a hype man. Melty, cheesy, white cheddar goodness
Came in dripping.
with just the right amount of jalapeno heat.
Where my peppers at? Oh, yeah, right here in the queso.
Our Queso Blanco remixes anything, like the Boss Burrito for only $6.
Remix.
Download our app for exclusive deals at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Never enough queso.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
It's been a long winter, but now it's time to start thinking spring and summer. Hi, it's Jason at Leisure Palace. Start planning your backyard escape now and get the best prices of the year. Hot tubs, fire tables, patio furniture, and swimming pools. Imagine sliding into a hot spring or caldera spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body. Then take a few more steps into your own outdoor pool. Get these great products at the guaranteed lowest prices. 0% financing and cash discounts are available. Leisure Palace, creating your perfect escape on the corner of Euclid and Capitol in Pierre.
Now's the time to get a great deal on Kubota equipment, like versatile #1 selling Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months, now through June 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
And we're back here in Watertown. It says 3-1 here after 2 periods. John Winkler alongside Jeff Anderson, and Jim Lloyd's served his 2 minutes. He's out of the penalty box. He's back up here in the Reliant Bank broadcast booth with us. Hey, Jeff, you made the mention because they opened the garage door so we can get the snow outside. We've been here so long. We saw the sun rise, and now the sun's setting on us.
Yeah.
And we that's the only way we get any sunlight is see when the garage door opens up.
That's exactly
That's
right.
right.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, one of the sponsors, of course, for this game, this tournament, and next week as well, Shields Iceplex. And, of course, you can check out ShieldsIceplex.com for all their summer hockey camps. Pro skates are their opportunities to keep your athletes sharp in the off season.
That's important. There's a lot of these kids that play all season long, or at least go to a couple camps. And you heard Dave Taranis down there. He said, between years ago and now, the skill levels.
Yeah.
And some of those camps is the reason why some of that happens.
Right.
There's so many factors. It's equipment. It's all kinds of things. These kids start younger and play more often and so forth. But kind of interesting to talk to Dave. He always brings in a little historic part of it, which I kind of like.
Yeah, he's good. He could talk for him another 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I feel like it wasn't long enough. Maybe we can get him back sometime here, maybe tomorrow even.
You made the comment, too, that now you get the rinks that are able to stick around for an entire year, so you can skate all year round, and that's a huge thing, too, is if you take a little bit of time off skating, it's hard to get back in that groove so quickly. So it means a lot when you can get a rink somewhere all year round, and that absolutely helps out a lot.
When Dave talked a little bit about the rink in Mitchell, I think that's one of the nicest double rinks in the state, even though it was a lot like this place at one time, and they added on and to the second rink and new locker rooms and so forth. It turned out fantastic. I don't know how long it's been in place, but I like that rink. I always have.
I've been down there, but I don't think I've seen the new rink, but maybe I'm wrong.
I want to say it might be close to 10 years. It's coming up on 10 years since it's been done. But when they put that together, they really did a nice job making a first-class facility out of a small little arena like this.
It's a nice little spot for broadcasters, too. I will say that. I've done a couple games, and I do like that spot, yeah.
Okay, now see, the last time I was in Mitchell, you sat above or stood above, kind of like where their scoreboard is down here.
Okay,
You stood above that and did the game, and they came towards you and went away from you.
They have a nice little nice set of stairs. Well, it's stairs, too. It's not a ladder. Which is huge for a crow's nest to have stairs and not a ladder.
Okay.
Here, of course, we have the Reliabank booth.
Yeah.
And this thing has a ladder. It has the toughest ladder in the state.
It is.
This is a tough ladder. Not everybody can get up and down that thing, especially as often as we do.
Yankton's a little tough, too, because they need to have one more rung on the ladder.
Yes.
Because you get up to the top, but there's not – when you get to the top, you're trying to go, well, I still got a little bit more room to go up, and you almost got to crawl yourself up there a little bit.
And we have almost too many rungs.
That is true, yeah.
Plus, you got to come through that little hole.
Yeah. I've told Jim a couple of times. In fact, I think the last 2 years when we've had games here, I said, you may need a crane to get me up there.
The nice thing about when you're done, gravity always comes into play, so you can always get down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No problem.
It might hurt when you get down.
But you'll be down. You will be down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the final stop will be an abrupt end.
It is 3-1 here between Mitchell and Sioux Center. We'll try and corral ourselves back up here, and we'll get you set for the third period. It's coming for you next. You're listening to the Girls State Varsity Tournament on Capital City Rock, 1480 KSDR, as well as on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Hey, hockey fans, before or after the game, come on out to Grey Goose Store and Social Club. Dine in, carry out, stop by for refreshments. Fill up your tank with quality fuel. We've got it all at Grey Goose Store and Social Club, just off of Grey Goose Road, behind the red line of the capital city. Go Capitals!
Lace up your shoes, because it's back.
ReliaBank's March Mortgage Madness.
Apply for a mortgage in March, and when your loan closes,
You could earn $500 that will be deposited into your ReliaBank account.
visit your local ReliaBank branch or go to ReliaBankMortgage.com for more details. Terms and conditions apply. Home purchase applications only. Subject to loan approval.
It's ReliaBank's March Mortgage Madness. Apply, close, earn $500. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at EnvirotechWaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. And we're back here at Watertown as we are getting set for the third period, and Jeff Anderson has got the third period for you.
Well, and we will have, of course, in this third period, Mitchell and Sioux Center. Mitchell leading 3-1 right here, and looking forward to that third period. Of course, defending the goal to our left as you check out your radio dial. Of course, the camera will be Sioux Center. To our right, Mitchell. And, of course, we want to remind you also that Brookings won earlier today 4-0 over Watertown. Sioux Falls over here on 12-2. After this game, we have coming up Aberdeen and Oahe. Looking forward to that. And, of course, Mitchell defending the goal to our left, Sioux Center the goal to our right. So glad to have you with us. And Jarman, Amick, and Saber start for Mitchell. And, of course, for the Sioux Center team, it'll be Van Vorst, McCord, and Rignetter. I'm not sure I've said those two tonight. Probably a little bit of an oversight on my part. Off the face-off right now, Sioux Center, and is picked up here by, of course, Amick. This is Kelsey. Header comes right side for Jarman. Poked off her stick from behind by Walhoff. Flips it around the zone over there. Kept in alive, though, that time by Mitchell. Then, of course, Sioux Center clears it back into the Mitchell zone. Nash has to skate hard after that puck to come up with it. Takes it back behind her own net, flips it out here onto the stick. Over skating that time was Walhoff for Sioux Center with a great opportunity. Loose puck here as they try to hold the zone. Picked up here, of course, by Sioux Center. Back in the neutral zone, and that was, of course, Sabres. Rink-wide pass, a little far that time. Intended for Tinklenberg. In over the blue line, had a shot that was almost blocked, and it was a little bit of a bad angle anyway. Picks it up for a centering pass. Chipped away that time by Reese Amick. Comes out here. Amick closes it out in the neutral zone. Goes back into the Sioux Center zone. Icing called here against the Mitchell Marlins. With 15:53 to go, just a minute 7 seconds into this third period. Right now, Mitchell enjoying a 3-1 lead, trying to move into the semifinals for tomorrow night. They'll play the winner of the next game, being Aberdeen as well as Owyhee, the winner there. So tomorrow we have Huron and Watertown playing at 11:30, and then after that, of course, we will have the two losers of tonight's action, if I can put it that way, at 15:42. Loose puck in the Mitchell zone right now. Sioux Center trying to hold the zone by getting out there, of course, is Mitchell. They get it out in the neutral zone, picked up by Clute. Comes out here, and then taken away a bit by Sioux Center. A loose puck picked up there in the slot, picked up by Sioux Center. They'll stick handle the puck to center ice with it. Down the right side they go, putting on the brakes, putting a shot on, and it goes a little bit wide of the mark. That was Van Voorst off the stick of Van Voorst. Loose puck picked up here, of course, off the far rail by Mitchell. They cleared out to center ice, and then Loftman comes up with a puck. Loftman for Mitchell. Had that time intended for Loftman to a teammate Clute. A little bit too far for her, and they're called for icing the puck. 15 minutes, you rattle off 2 minutes of this third period of play. Still a 3-1 hockey game, Mitchell leading. The Sioux Center Storm off the face-off. Kelsey aiming out there, wins the draw, but Sioux Center pokes it back behind the Mitchell's net in the zone here along the near rail. Picking up is Mitchell, clearing of the neutral ice area. That, of course, is Jarman. Jarman isn't knocked down, picked up here, of course, by King. King far side, poked off her stick and cleared back into the Sioux Center zone. They cleared along the blue line, knocked down by Jarman. Jarman skating in, whistles a shot on. She does not score. Gets it up high, but it wouldn't go in the net. Loose puck over far side over there. Kept alive by Sioux Center, then kept alive by Mitchell. In the Sioux Center zone, a wrap around the shoot, they score! That was Jarman. Jarman getting a goal, her second of the game. There'll be an assist on it. Gives Mitchell a little breathing room at 4-1. They needed that.
And it's just a wraparound play that went off of Moore and then right to the stick of Jarman, and she had a wide open net to bury it and to give the Marlins back to a 3-goal lead.
We talked earlier about players that score that worked before. I happened to watch Brooke Jarman that time, and she worked a long time to get herself in a position.
Amick gets the assist for Jarman, a 21st goal for Amick, her 14th assist on the year, factor 15. So now it's a 4-1, gives them a little bit of a breathing room, and Mitchell dumps it into the, or has it played in their zone by Sioux Center. Sioux Center with the puck. Flipped out here behind Amick, a little bit Kelsey, picked up here, of course, by Van Voorst. Van Voorst for Sioux Center, comes in, puts it in. Back behind the net, Van Voorst puts a shot on, kicked out that time by Clute. Nice play from point blank by Van Voorst. McKenzie, who has 12 goals on the year and 14 assists. At 13:31, 4-1 lead right now for Mitchell.
That puck went into the rafters and never came down above the Mitchell bench. So it's going to stay up there.
All the Mitchell girls are skating by, and they're all looking up to see where that puck's at.
They're all pointing. It must be sitting on the rafters.
Yeah, so loose puck off the face-off, kept alive that time by Sioux Center, broken up though in traffic, and it was off the near side by Coops for Sioux Center. Shot on, that goes high over the glass and out of play. We have a face-off coming at 13:19 to go in this third period of play. Mitchell goals by Jarman 2, Sabres 2, and of course Van Voorst for Sioux Center. Sioux Center is the 4th seed, Mitchell the 5th seed, but there's two teams are pretty evenly matched, as usually is the case. Comes over here, of course, Sioux Center on the attack, shot on, Clute makes the save, and reaches out, pulls in the rebound, if you will, with her stick, with a paddle, to pull it in. That was off the stick, of course, of their defenseman, that was Walhoff. Face-off coming here to the right. Woloff holds his zone. Near side over here is Cannigator out there with Kinklenberg and King, the 3+ players you want out there. Loose puck in the neutral zone, picked up here by, of course, Cannigator. Cannigator in over the blue line, winds up with a shot. It gets deflected, goes wide to the corner that time. Deflected over there by, of course, another shot on goal by Mitchell, and by Sioux Center rather, and Mitchell's Clute makes the stop.
What a save.
That's a great save.
She just put her paddle out to the right and it went off the paddle. Oh, my goodness. What a save there by Clute.
And talk about traffic. She was in the middle of traffic.
Wow.
Yeah. Face off to her left, and of course for Sioux Center, Kuster, Vanderswag, and Cannigator out here. Kicks this one out. Another one. Rebound goes wide off the stick of Kuster that time. Picked up by Mitchell back behind their net. Works down there, of course, against Cannigator. And the far side over here, we have another whistle.
And a tripping penalty is going to be coming up to Sioux Center, and that's not the one Aubrey Cannigator is going to take it. She was in her offensive end, took the trip, and that really puts now Mitchell in a good spot with a 4-1 lead, 12:31 to go in the third period, and they can add to it and almost put Sioux Center out of this game.
Tripping on the play that comes at 12:31 of the period off the face-off. Right now Mitchell controls the puck. Header comes there for Sabres, can't control it, and we have a whistle again. I think Mitchell may have been offside.
The referee took a good shot that time. He kind of relaxed just a little bit and started looking the other way, and
wham.
No fun as a referee. You don't have the pads that the players do.
So face-off just outside the Sioux Center blue line, picked up here by Mitchell Marlins. Over the blue line, there was Nash putting a shot on, broken up in traffic. Going after that loose puck, of course, for Mitchell. In the Sioux Center zone, shot on that time, broken up in traffic, save. Then Sioux Center clears it away, another shot on, broken up in traffic. Mitchell Jarman gets to it, comes back to Nash, puts a shot on, broken up in traffic. She makes the save.
That's another nice save.
Yeah.
That was actually redirected. I don't know how she saw that in her glove.
I was going to say, that was a tough one with 4 or 5 players in front of her, too, to make that glove save.
All right, Amick on the face-off circle there. Sabres puts a shot on. That's kicked out that time by Moore. Mitchell still with the puck, takes it back behind their own net. Nobody home, and they can't hold the zone. Back in the neutral zone, picked up here, of course, by Nash. Rink-wide pass for Sabres. Picked up here by Mitchell just over the Sioux Center blue line. Onto the stick here of Jarman. Stick handles, puts a shot on. Save made that time nicely by, of course, Allison Moore.
See Brooke Jarman's patience there.
Yeah.
That's only experience teaches you how to do that.
But also the patience of Moore to make that glove save, too, because she could have easily got rattled with Jarman right in front.
Off the face-off to the right, and the puck is cleared all the way down the ice. And back to it'll be Nash for Mitchell. And, of course, giving some good chase on that play as well is Van Voorst. And the puck comes back out here, back into the Sioux Center zone with 11:08 to play. 37 seconds to go on the Sioux Center, the Mitchell power play.
Brooke Jarman is immediately a player on this team. And she came, of course, from Sioux Falls, and I'm sure when she said she was moving back to Mitchell, they said, "Here's your stuff."
Right. Hey, here's a jersey for you. The old number is back, and yeah.
What position would you like to play?
Yeah.
What locker would you like? Well, it's fun to get something like that because that's something you didn't plan on. In over the blue line, winding up with a bullet that goes a little bit wide that time off of Mitchell shot. Centering pass cleared away that time by Sioux Center. That was Cannigator back to the neutral zone. Then Mitchell plays it back into the Sioux Center zone. Neutral ice area, there's a loose puck. Going after that loose puck over there is Van Voorst for Sioux Center. Mitchell picks it up. Nash clears it away here. Picked up by in the zone that time by Van Voorst for Sioux Center. Plays it back in the neutral zone. Goes all the way into the Mitchell zone with 10:27 to play in this hockey game. Loppin, Pope checks it away that time actually from a Sioux Center player. That Sioux Center player was Cannigator. Cannigator gets out, takes the ice to sit on it and move forward. And the rink-wide pass that time, Walhoff lost the handle as Mitchell put some pressure on, and it's picked up here by Sioux Center. In the Mitchell zone, centering pass, the Marlins cleared away. That was Reese. Amick, long pass, and nobody home, goes all the way into the Sioux Center zone. They'll back to get it. Van Voorst goes back to get it this time for Sioux Center. Picked up here by, of course, Jarman. Lost the handle. Loose puck along the near rail here. kept in alive by Mitchell, puts a shot on, kicked out that time. Sabers goes after the rebound. Mitchell plays it back along the far rail. Sioux Center clears it to the neutral zone. Mitchell then clears it ahead right side this time for Jarman. Jarman comes back out here, loose puck. Can't get it deep in the slot, get it in the net. Comes back out to the point. Mitchell held the zone, lost it. Picked up here, of course, by Sioux Center. Winding up with his poke, checked away. What a play. And it's picked up here this time by Jarman. Has it ridden, gets ridden off the puck, and puck picked up by Van Voorst. Comes back, Mitchell holds the zone, then Sioux Center gets to that loose puck, clears to center ice. Picked up here by the Marlins of Mitchell. Up 4-1 right now in this hockey game with 8:53 to play. Loose puck in the neutral zone, picked up here by Sioux Center. Blue line, right side pass, Mitchell puts a shot on, and it caroms up high over the glass and out of play.
Camera guy back there behind the Sioux Center goal.
He's kind of a brave guy, isn't he?
He is a brave man over there.
Dangerous spot.
He's got some guts. I'll give him that.
So face off to the left of course, Moore in the Sioux Center zone. Mitchell with the draw there, and of course on it was Tupper, Knuckles, and Vaughn on this line. Loose puck out there, picked up by Mitchell. They hold the zone, play it into the corner there. Sioux Center gets on the puck, takes it back behind their own net. Looks like that's Walhoff. Out here, near side, Walhoff with the puck. Down the left side, no, that was Knopf, I beg your pardon. Coops, K-O-O-P-S. Picked up here, of course, by Sioux Center in the neutral zone with a puck. Tried to hold the zone was Van Voorst. Plays it ahead here. Going after that is Tinklenberg. Tinklenberg looking for a centering pass, plays it back behind the net. Picked up is Sioux Center, holds his zone, puts a shot on. Then back together will be Sioux Center along the near rail here. Centering pass, picked up there. And then they flip it all the way down the ice. Icing called against Mitchell. It was 7:49 to play. They're up 24-17 on the shots on goal, 4-1 on the scoreboard. And that, of course, scoreboard, as you know, being brought to you by the good folks at Tickled Pink. Face off to the right of the Mitchell goalie. That's Klute. And, of course, out there right now for Sioux Center is Kuster. And along the near rail here, Mitchell tries to keep it alive. Along the near boards. They don't quite freeze it up the puck, and dug out that time by Mitchell. Left side pass for Jarman. Jarman, I should say, for Taranis. Taranis down the left side there. Taranis lost the puck, got it back, takes it back behind the net, looks for a wraparound. Poke checked away that time, and then it goes into the gloves, it turns out, of the goalie, Allison Moore. 7:18 to play in this hockey game, 4-1 the score. Other games today, Brookings winning 4-0. Sioux Falls over Huron 12-2. Later tonight, it'll be Aberdeen taking on Oahe. Look forward to that, and that'll wrap up day number 1. Far side over there, picked up by Sioux Center. They clear it back to the neutral zone. Into the Mitchell zone it goes. Laughlin goes back after that puck, and Sioux Center is called for icing of the puck.
With 7:04 left to go in the third period, you got to think that at these last 7 minutes, Sioux Center is going to be thinking a lot of offense. They don't want any more defense. They want to play as much time in the Mitchell zone as they possibly can because they got to score 3 goals in the next 7:04.
Kelsey Amick in the face-off circle down there against Walhoff, beg your pardon, picked up here by Sioux Center. They'll clear it out to the neutral ice area, and this is Walhoff, W-A-L-H-O-F. And not calling him a few other things, comes back here. Amick puts a shot on, goes a little bit wide with her shot. Comes back out here for Jarman, puts a shot on, broken up in traffic. Another shot by Amick. She goes down, the puck gets separated. Zimmer puts a shot on, poked away that time by Van Voorst. Picked up here by Mitchell, centering pass out in the slot. Knocked away, Sioux Center gets to it. Mitchell now comes up with the puck. Then Sioux Center, then the shot on that time. And cleared away by Sioux Center off a Jarman shot that was point blank. And the loose puck off the near boards here, picked up by Sioux Center. And then almost taken away by, of course, Mitchell. They play it back in the neutral zone, picked up here by Amick, putting a shot on, and the save made by Allison Moore with 6:01 to play.
Pretty nice shot. I didn't
Sure
think she
was.
was going to be in position to get there, but she made a great play.
Well, she did. It was kind of a backhander. Yeah. So 28-17 shots on goal Mitchell favor, and 4-1 on the scoreboard. Mitchell was leading off the face-off. Left side here, coming back out. Waupun tries to hold the zone, can't do so. Hold it in. It comes out here to Sioux Center. Sioux Center with a puck along the near side. Looks like Tinklenberg there. Goes down, and we may have a whistle coming up here, and perhaps
a
penalty.
It's going to be a board that's going to be called.
A boarding.
Yeah. It's going to be a 2-10 here from, let's see, that's going to be Tiffany Hotwan. That's going to go for the 2-10.
So that'll end her day with 5:47 left. Mitchell's looking for another person to put in the bench.
Fourth Sioux Center power play, and they are 0 for 3 so far. We're going to have a timeout.
All right, we'll take that timeout.
Oh, we'll keep it here. We keep
Wanna
talking
keep
here
it
for a
right
little bit.
here?
It's only going to be a minute long. But here's the thing. It's 5:47 left, and Sioux Center's getting a power play. They've got to score. If they want any chance in this game, they have to score. And they've only got 7 shots since the end of the first period on goal. One of them was a goal that they scored, but they've got to be able to score here, because with 5:47 left here in the third period, if they don't score, they're almost running out of time then.
Yeah, earlier the better, and I'm sure that's what their coach is telling them right now. Let's get the puck to the net, and sooner the better with 2-minute power play here. It comes at a good time. It comes at a decent time with 5:47 left. There's time to put a couple goals on and make this thing interesting.
Yeah, and that's the thing is that that's a smart timeout, because you get your power play unit all the rest that you want here to make sure you can get this 2-minute power play and take the most of it, because you get an offensive zone face-off to begin the power play, and you got to be able to score here in the next 2 minutes.
All right. And, of course, Sioux Center will come out there with, on this line, let's see, Van Voorst is out there, among others.
It's a Pelican Power Sports power play.
It is.
With 5:47.
Yeah, you get the old Pelican Power Sports power play.
Face off to the right of Clute. Mitchell's zone. Sioux Center wins it, holds the zone. Van Voorst on the power play for Sioux Center. They need to score here in the corner. Comes back out to Van Voorst, deep in the slot, puts a shot on, broken up in traffic. Cleared away with a rebound that time as Clute went down. Comes back out here along the near rail. Van Voorst keeps it in. She and the Mitchell player wins it and dumps it down the ice. That was good play by Kelsey Amick that time. Comes back out down here, and it's with 5:17 to go in the period, back in the neutral zone as Mitchell plays it. Sioux Center overskates the puck. Van Voorst gets batted up in the air and up out of play into the...
That one almost made it up here, Jeff.
That almost made it up here.
That was
one
real
into
close.
The penalty box.
I'd have caught it if I didn't have this camera in my hand.
If you're still in the penalty box from earlier, you would have had that catch there.
Yeah, that's unsafe down there right now.
Amick in the faceoff just outside the Sioux Center blue line. Nash is out there. Amick comes up with the puck in the slot, puts a shot on, goes over the top of the key, over the top of the cage, far side over there. Sioux Center gets to the puck. This is Walhoff. Walhoff, rink wide pass, a little too far that time. Intended for King. King down the left side. Another penalty coming up here as King goes into the boards. And the pick over here. Walhoff goes after that puck, and we'll have another penalty coming up here. Looks like it go against the Mitchell.
Looks like Tupper maybe?
Kate Nash is going to go for a trip.
Kate Nash.
And that's a huge penalty also, because now you get 56 seconds of 5-on-3. It becomes even more important to score, because if you get those quick goal and then you get another power play opportunity, you can make it 4-3 here in the next 2 minutes.
All right, we'll see what happens as the puck is shot all the way down the ice, kicking it back out to Walhoff. Walhoff brings it up ice for Sioux Center. Right side pass. Picked up here. Mitchell gets it, knocks it down. Gets knocked down at the blue line. Going after that puck, of course, is Amick with her speed, skating in, puts a shot on, and the save made that time by, of course, Clute.
That's a great save. Kelsey Amick, boy, she's shifty when she gets next to the net.
And there was a save by Allison Moore. Good job on her part.
Wow.
That's some quick feet.
Yeah, she does.
To go from
Quick
left to right,
hands.
yeah, and to be able to make that save from Moore, that's impressive. And it easily could have been a 5-on-3 shorthanded goal from Mitchell.
Wouldn't that have been something? Comes back here, Jarman knocks it down, plays it back in the corner. Sioux Center goes back to get it. Kuster with the puck, plays it off the far rail, had a poke checked away that time, kept in that time by Sabres. Picked up here, of course, by Sioux Center. They take it back in front of their own net. Then a rink-wide pass too far that time off the skate of Kuster. Goes into the Mitchell zone. Far side, picked up here by Sioux Center. Takes it into the corner, that's Walhoff. Walhoff with 3:44 to play. They kind of freeze it up against the boards. They let it go as Sioux Center digs it out. Comes up here, shot out front, and centering pass broken up in traffic. Picked up here by Sioux Center. Actually Mitchell, and it goes back into the Sioux Center zone. Backhander that time, picked up, of course, by Kuster. Neutral zone, they flip it ahead, right on, kicked out that time. Nice save made by Mitchell. Clute, long pass down there, picked up just to the left of the netminder. That's Moore, picked up by Sioux Center with 3:05 to play and 22 seconds on the power play. Long lead pass picked up here by Mitchell defensively, and that of course was off Amick. Picked up here, centering pass, and getting over there of course is Mitchell. Loffman picked up here by Sabres. Sabres with a puck for Mitchell skating in, putting a shot on. And he shot it just a little bit wide, looking for the hat trick there. And coming out with a puck, clearing it onto the stick here of Jarman. Jarman with a puck, one person back. We have a whistle at
And
2.5 minutes to play.
Another interference penalty is going to go against the Marlins again.
That's Amick. Kelsey.
So Amick's going to be in the penalty box for the second time tonight. The interference penalty with 2:30 to go. And Sioux Center 0 for 5 on the power play, gets their 6th opportunity with only 2:30 left to go in the hockey game.
All right, picked up here by Van Voorst. Rink-wide pass for Van Voorst that time. Picked up here by Mitchell. That's Taranis. Taranis with the puck. Stick handles out to center. Lost the handle. Picked up here by Walhoff. And Sioux Center is offside. They had Tinklenberg coming in. King and Cannigator with 2:09 to play.
Mitchell fans can taste it.
Yes, they can. Off the face-off, dumped back into the Mitchell zone. Clute will steer to the near corner. Picked up here by the Marlins along the near board. As getting over there is Tinklenberg. Then coming away with the puck, though, is Mitchell. This is Jarman, good stick handler and a good skater. Skates around, lost the handle, and is picked up here by Sioux Center. Still, they knocked off some time on the clock, and clock is in their favor with 1:46 to play. Poke checked away that time by Mitchell in the other own zone, picked up by Van Voorst. Centering pass broken up in traffic. Loose puck comes out here, of course, to Van Voorst, puts a shot on in traffic, and the save made somehow in traffic by Clute with the glove.
That was an impressive save again.
Yeah.
And she's been in the right spots all game long. There hasn't been a whole lot of shots where she's been out of position.
She has really been on in this game.
Yes. 1:32 left. 4-1 Mitchell trying to move into the semis tomorrow night off the face-off. And Sioux Center actually wins the draw. And that, of course, for Sioux Center was Kuster. Knocked off her stick, goes back all the way, and Sioux Center has to go back to get it with 1:20 to play. Comes out here near side, 1:17 on the clock.
Still 47 seconds.
47 seconds,
Yeah.
Yep, you're right. On the power play as far as Mitchell, or I should say Sioux Center is concerned, picked up here by Sioux Center. They stick handle the puck. Down the left side they go. This is, of course, for Sioux Center, that was Kuster. Comes back out here. Walhoff keeps it in, plays it back ahead in the Mitchell zone. They'll flip it all the way down the ice with 27 seconds to go.
It found its way in the stands.
It did. Up over the glass out of play. Mitchell brought along a pretty good cheering section. They've been the most vocal of anybody today.
Yeah.
That's because they have that mascot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
The only mascot in the state right now.
That's right. Taranis was out there. Mitchell clears it all the way down the ice. With 47 seconds left, looks like the Marlins will be into the semis tomorrow night. They would get to play the winner of the next game between Aberdeen and Owyhee. Picked up here, this is, of course, for M. Jarman. Picked up here by Sioux Center, taking it down the left side. Van Voorst puts a shot out front. Cleared away. Another one in traffic. Cleared away. Picked up here by Taranis. Taranis far side, works against Van Voorst. Down there, Mitchell gets to it, knocked away as well with 14 seconds left. Tried to get a shot on goal that time, and it's broken up in traffic. Loose puck with 6 seconds to go. That was Kuster. Comes out here, holding the zone, of course, Cannigator, and that'll end it. A 4-1 final score, so congratulations to Mitchell. The number 5 seed knocks off the number 4 seed with a 4-1 victory. So Sioux Center will be in the consolation round tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock. They'll be meeting the loser of the next game between Aberdeen and Owyhee. And we'll come back and wrap things up after this 2-minute timeout.
Again, you're listening to the Girls State Varsity Tournament on Capital City Rock, 1480 KSDR, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Owyhee Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Now's the time to get a great deal on Kubota equipment, like versatile #1 selling Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months, now through June 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites has Midwestern charm and unprecedented attention to detail that provides the perfect getaway. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites provides a complimentary deluxe continental breakfast featuring hot waffles, biscuits, and gravy. They also have an indoor children's water playland, whirlpool and fitness center, and a beautiful backyard patio with seasonal fire pits. Everyone deserves a night away. Call 605-494-2582 to make your reservation today. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites. Experience luxury in the heart of South Dakota.
It's been a long winter, but now it's time to start thinking spring and summer. Hi, it's Jason at Leisure Palace. Start planning your backyard escape now and get the best prices of the year. Hot tubs, fire tables, patio furniture, and swimming pools. Imagine sliding into a hot spring or caldera spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body. Then take a few more steps into your own outdoor pool. Get these great products at the guaranteed lowest prices. 0% financing and cash discounts are available. Leisure Palace, creating your perfect escape on the corner of Euclid and Capitol in Pierre.
As we welcome you back here to Watertown, it is a 4-1 win for the Mitchell Marlins over Sioux Center, our first upset of the day. And we have just one game left to go here this evening. It's going to be Aberdeen against Owyhee. As Jeff and Jim, that was a pretty good game by Mitchell. And again, a reason why they're the 5 seed, but they're ones that, we are looking at a team that plays pretty good hockey even as a 5 seed.
Mitchell's a pretty good team.
Yeah.
They really are, and we knew that going in. And they're going to be an upsetter somewhere in this tournament.
Yeah, it could be interesting. Well, Jarman, of course, Brooke helps this team immensely.
Right.
It gives them a real compliment for Amick and Sabres, and that's a pretty good first line. And even their other two lines aren't too bad with Taranis, Hatwan, and Clute. So it's a pretty good line. And then, of course, defensively with Amick and Loftman, Nash and Zimmer, those are four pretty good defensemen. So it works out pretty well for them. Scoring in the game, Mitchell broke the scoreless tie, scoring at the 7:18 of the first period, the only goal of that period. Brooke Jarman with the Nash assisting on the play, and Mitchell enjoyed a 1-0 lead after one. They made it 2-0 at the 9:36 mark of period number 2. Sabres are first of 2 goals, with Kelsey Amick assisting on the play. It was 2-0 Mitchell. Then they made it 3-0 as they scored some 5 minutes later. This time it was Sabres from Nash. At the 4:40 mark, it was 3-0 Mitchell, but Sioux Center answered quickly less than a minute later. As a matter of fact, 52 seconds later, it was this time, of course, Van Voorst with a power play goal. Faith Van Voorst for Sioux Center, making it a 3-1 game at 3:48. And then the only third period goal went to Mitchell Jarman from Amick at 14:28 in that third period. And again, it ends up a 4-1 score. In the contest, 25 saves for Moore for Sioux Center, 21 saves for Mitchell's Clute. In the contest, 4-1, again, is the final score. We have, of course, coming up here shortly, that'll be Aberdeen taking on Oahe. Glad to have you with us, of course, on Capital City Rock. Also, 1480 KSDR Watertown, and we appreciate that. And again, the game tonight on the post-game show brought to you by Dakota Land FCU. Also, of course, broadcasting live from the Relia Bank booth. And we're nice and glad to have both of you here.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that final game. We've almost made it through day one, but we aren't quite there yet. 7:30 is the scheduled start time for Oahe and Aberdeen, the number 1 seed Aberdeen Cougars taking on the 8 seed Oahe Capitals. And we have that game for you coming up at 7:30 for puck drop. We'll be back around 7:15, so here in about 20 minutes, we'll return and have that game for you, the final game of the day for you here on Capital City Rock, 1480 KSDR, as well as on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. So we will be back in about 20 minutes. We'll have that final game for you of the day as we'll see who will be facing the Mitchell Marlins in the state semifinals between Oahe and Aberdeen here. Coming up at 7:15 as you're listening to the State Girls Tournament on Capital City Rock, 1480 KSDR, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.